Yo, it was good, YouTube. It's Rage Real. Before I get to the video, shout out to all y'all that got the post notifications on. Shout out to all y'all that like my videos. It really helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate y'all for that. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing y'all how to bag gun split close Pats or gun split close Miami. They both work the same. So with the defense that I'm gonna be talking about, it's gonna be, you can either use big nickel over G, or you can use 2-4-5, which I really like, or you can use 3-3-5 wide. But by far my favorite is gonna be this 2-4-5 because it's the most versatile in my opinion. You can also use nickel normal as well. So let's go and get to what I like to do for my adjustments. Now I like to put Michael Kendricks right here. For me, I'm using the Seahawks. I like to put Ziggy Ansah right here. So really you want a good pass rusher right here is what I'm getting at, and you want a good pass rusher right here. Now I like to put my safeties at linebacker, so I have Diggs right here. And I like to keep Bobby there because Bobby's really great. So now in this particular defense, they put my starting cornerback in the slot. That's not where I want him. So I'm going to go ahead and just sub in McDougal right there just because. And now they're going to put my cornerback here on the outside. I actually don't want him there either. I want him in my secondary corner spot. So let's go ahead and put Amadi here. And then let's go ahead and put Shaquille Griffin right here. And then let's go ahead and put Trey Flowers right here. Now, this is because when most people run their split close, they run the two receivers to the right side. And that's something you'll probably notice if you go against split close a lot. So if they flip their play, then that's fine. Then you just make sure you put it to where you can put your cornerback on their best player, and you normally be good like that. So with personnel out the way, that's pretty much how you want to rock right there. So all right, now let's get into the actual defensive play. So the play we're going to talk about is cover 4 quarters. Now you always want to make sure you flip it. If they're going to run their split close to the right, you need to make sure you flip it like this. So I'm gonna show you why that's important in a second here. So we're gonna go ahead and pick that. And now out of split close, I'm gonna show y'all how to stop PAY shot. I'm gonna show you how to stop X drag trail. I'm gonna show you how to stop halfback wheel, and I'm gonna show you how to stop wide receiver corners, pretty much with the same setup. So let's go ahead and select X drag wheel. Now you see how we have our cornerback right here, McDougal, or our safety right here, McDougal. He's gonna be on our two receiver side. That's how you want it. Now if we flip the play, this is what it looks like stock, where he's on the single receiver side. There is a setup where you want him there, but that's going to be towards the end of the video. But for now, you always want to come out with your safety to this two receiver side. So for the setup, you just need to pinch your defense by hitting L1 and then down on the left stick for pinch. You need to man up that solo wide receiver right here. So you take Shaquille Griffin, man him up. Then you want to take your safety, double tap triangle, select triangle, put him in the deep half, do the same thing for the X safety right there, put him in the deep half. Now you want to take your cornerback out here, Trey Flowers, and you want to put him in a cloud flat. And then you want to double tap triangle, not the triangle, you want to double tap the left directional pass, select triangle, and put him in a quarterback spy. And this is what the defense looks like. And your user is going to be right here. Now, on this X drag trail play, your main responsibility is going to be X. So, but on your reads, no matter what the play is, you always want to read square. Square normally tell you what the play is. So let's go ahead and snap the ball. So we're reading square. He drags. Okay, that must be that X drag tray. And we're gonna come right here. Now I'm gonna go show y'all in the replay about how this defense looked. So as you can see in the replay, we're normally gonna get a press animation, but it's Tyreek Hill, and this is why I picked the Chiefs on purpose because it's really hard to press Tyreek Hill. So if he's running a drag, that's fine. That's why I have my cloud flat right here. Now, if they're not blocking this running back right here, most people will block this running back, and I'll show that next setup. But if they just constantly do this, then just make sure you either man this guy up, because technically that's a quarter flat responsibility is manning up the running back. That's his technical responsibility. But since we have this other drag over here which coming in his zone, he's gonna pass this off because it's part of his flat responsibility. So you see how he kind of gets dumbed out a little bit. And right here, the cloud flat actually picks him up and runs with him. That's normally what would happen, but sometimes he might not. So just keep that in mind. So if they just want to constantly send him out on a route, just man that up and keep the cloud flat, and that'll just pretty much double cover that. And then this is gonna cover the drag. And then look right here, you can't really throw this. As y'all know, you can click on and pick that. He can't fit this anywhere over here because I'll be able to click on with him or him. As long as they're decently fast, it can't just be some slow guys. And then you're manning up this pretty much uncoverable post route. And then the last thing I want to talk about is this angle route. So with this angle route, a lot of times it's a 50-50. They're going to give you a good animation or not. You see right there, they gave him a bad animation. That doesn't always happen. Most of the time, he'll actually not get broke off that hard. But even if he do, he can't really throw this right here. And then a lot of times if he waits, you see how he waits? If he throws that right here, look, I have two people over here and he's running with this, so he's gonna have enough depth to come back and make a tackle on that. So that's pretty much bagged in my opinion. So now that the lengthy explanation is over with, I'm gonna run it one more time. Remember, just pinch your defense, man up Tyreek Hill or the solo wide receiver if that helps, and then put both your safeties in deep halves, and then you want to put your cornerback out there in a cloud flat, and I like to put a quarterback spot. Now we're gonna go back to this X drag play, and we're gonna block our running back so I can show you what would really happen. Because most of the time people will block their running back. People hardly ever send out everybody on this play. So it's gonna snap the ball. Remember, we reading square. Okay, he drags. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna come on X like this, and then by the time he's getting set. So quickly, I'm gonna show you what happened. You see, we go right here. You see how this time he still got broke off, but look, a lot of times this quarter flat right here would come and get in that little alleyway, and then look, by that time, yes, technically he could throw that, but as you seen last time it was bagged, but this time it was kind of open. You see how it's a dice roll, but look where you see how he's right there. Look what's happened already. He's already sacked. The play is literally already over. Because a lot of times you get really good sheds out of this, and then there's just nothing open. He can't throw this right now, and look, he's getting sacked at this point. He can't even throw nothing. Like what's open? The drag, and that's already my cornerback coming down on that. So look, there's literally nothing open. All right, next play that I'm gonna get into is gonna be this PAY shot play. So a lot of times what people will do, let's just block our running back and let's just streak our let's just go and streak our slot right here, and most people motion them out. Now I just want to show you what this looks like. So let's go ahead and pinch the defense. You want to man up Tyreek Hill, put double deep pass like that, put your cornerback in cloud flat, because we're gonna keep the same setup for about 95%. So the reason why I told you to read square is for this specific play. If you notice that he's kind of running a deep crosser, and that's Tyreek Hill, you need to bump him. As long as your cornerback is somewhat good, which your best cornerback should be right there, you'll be fine. But you need to make sure you bump him. So it's going to snap the ball. You see how they kind of get a press animation? You want to see bump him like that and give him enough time to get back and recover. So although they got some great sheds right here, I want to kind of show y'all what happens. So a lot of times they'll get a good press animation, and what happens is it shortens up his route because he has to cut it sooner. And then when you ever get a good bump, look how Shaquille Griffin's able to catch up. So you want to make sure you bump him. And after this replay, I'm gonna show you what happens if he missed this bump. So that bump is really critical because you can bump him and still be able to recover with this, and that's clearly not open. And then a lot of times what happens is if you get a good bump, the cloud flat will actually be able to register that he's in his part of the field, and he'll play that. And look, this streak is completely bagged by the deep pass, so there's just literally nothing open. Now for the next setup that I want to show y'all, let's go back to PAY shot. Let's say they streak their receiver like this, and they take Miko, put him on a slant, right? I know y'all seen this setup before. It's a popular 3-route combo concept, and they're gonna motion him out. So what do we do to combat that? All right, so we're gonna still do the same thing. Pinch our defense, man that up, double deep pass, cloud flat, quarterback spy, right? Pass commit. So as you can see right here, in case y'all forgot, just common setup. Now you still want to do the same thing. That's why I said the solo receiver will tell you exactly what the play is. So let's go and snap the ball. As you can see, he gets an animation. Look how deep that route was. And I'm gonna go back and show y'all on the replay. That's why you want to get a good bump on him. So as y'all can see right here, I want y'all to look at this. So you see how he doesn't get a press animation on him, and now his route's gonna be able to be ran at the correct depth for it to get good separation. So when you see that, that's why I say you need to make sure you bump him. Even though we did bump him, it's practice mode, keep in mind. But even still, the bump, our cornerback wasn't able to catch up, and he can still throw that. And that'll happen from time to time, but you just have to live with it because it's not going to happen every time. You have to know that that's not going to happen every time, because most of the time he will actually get back there if you bump him long enough. And a lot of times if you're cornerback, so if you have a good press cornerback, this is perfect defense. But right here, he actually just didn't get a hand on him. We didn't bump him enough. It was a little bump, but not enough for him to recover. And if they throw that, that's fine. You know, we're gonna come back because we know that eventually that we'll get a good bump and all that. And then, like I said, that slant's bagged, and you can't throw this slant early either because look, he actually gets a good press. And if you don't want him pressing, then you can manually back him off, and I will show you that in a second. But look at the slant. You can't really throw this because look, if he tries to throw that right now, what my spy is sitting right there. That's a really hard throw to make because they're gonna pass lead it somewhere up in here, knowing Madden, and then you'll be able to come back and make a play on it most of the time. So that's pretty much bagged. So the next play that I want to talk about is his halfback wheel. And most people do, they'll take Miko Hardman right here and they'll put him on a streak, and then they're gonna motion him out, and then they're probably either gonna double team this guy or they're gonna double team this D tackle and ID right here so they can get a chop block animation. So they'll probably block the running back. But since I know he's not blitzing, I'm just gonna assume like they know that I'm not blitzing. So let's just go ahead and double him like that. And now we're gonna still set up our defense exact same. We're still gonna, you know, lock up Tyreek Hill right there, put double deep halves, cloud flats. We're gonna put our defensive tackle in a spot like this. And I like the pass commit. Now, if you don't want your cornerback getting a press animation, then you just need to tap triangle, tap X the individual, press circle on Miko, and then hit right on the right on the right analog stick. I couldn't talk. And it'll back them off right here. And a lot of times that'll help them play a corner route a little better because they won't get a little press animation. So let me kind of show you what that looks like, and you can do that on almost every play. You know, if you have time, I would suggest making that adjustment. So right here, the user's still going to be on this. You're still going to be the same thing right here. And now your user responsibility is pretty much the middle, because in this defense, the outside should be contained pretty well. So a lot of times they can throw the skinny post because technically there's nobody right there. So just keep that in mind. So, but a lot of people won't make that read. So as you can see, right, look how our cornerback plays it, and then he's going to drop off because it's Madden 20. But look how far he played that. Now right here, instead of showing y'all the replay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like in real life, like if you're playing somebody actually online. So let's go and set up our defense the exact same way that we just had it. And look, that's how fast you can set it up. Like, it takes no time to set it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and control the offense right here. Let's take our wide receiver, put him on a streak route, motion him over, say we double team, and then let's just say we ID him just in case. But I'm not gonna block my running back, but somebody online probably would. And one more thing, let's go ahead and take our cornerback and then back him off. So let's go ahead and back him off like that. All right, let's go ahead and snap this ball, right? So see, we get a double team. See, we're gonna roll out, and look how far the cornerback stays on that. So technically, I could throw that, but you can go use it at yourself. So real quick, I want to show y'all what your user would be doing right here. So with your user, I mean, if they want to throw this, then a lot of times that's an easy adjustment to make. I wouldn't worry about that. And a lot of times they're not going to give him this free release animation, so don't be too concerned with that. And if you wanted to see if it can help, you could try sliding him inside to where he's head up over him, because right now he's shading his outside. See how he's on his outside shoulder? You can bring him and put him head up if you want, and a lot of times that'll help. But anyways, let's get into what's important right here. So as your user, which is right here, you look and you see there's nobody else for you to really cover. Like, the play is going to naturally bring you over there, so don't be afraid to run over there, because they're going to scroll out. They're going to be scrambling out the pocket, and then a lot of times they have to wait for that cornerback to drop, which will allow you to be right here on the receiver's hip, because they can't throw this. See, look, I'm already rolling out the pocket, right? I can't throw this now. Why? Because it's going to be a pick. Like, I can't throw it now either. Now I can throw it because I see him move, and by that time you should already be right here running the route for him pretty much. Now, the last play that I want to talk about is this corners play. Now, I need y'all to really lock in right here, because this is really important. So, this is the only play. If I notice my opponent's trying to run corner routes by Tyreek Hill, because he starts recognizing that I'm manning him up, I like to go ahead and move to this adjustment where I flip the play. And now I'll put my quarter flat on his left side, and I still do the same exact setup. So I'm still gonna do my deep pass and my cloud flat out there, and I'm still gonna back him off like that if I have time. Now, what you can do, you're gonna take McDougal over here, or whoever this quarter flat is, safety. You see how I can put him in a cloud flat, soft squat, all that, like he's a cornerback. So that's what you're gonna do, and you're gonna bring him back. But for this play, I'm gonna show you what happens if you don't do it. So right here, your responsibility would be X as your user. You can't afford to leave the middle, because there's gonna be nobody in the middle. So let's go ahead and man up that, because I want y'all to pay attention on offense. So since this is a man beating corner route, and a quarter flat is gonna play triangle route. So let me go ahead and show y'all that. See how I get a man press, as soon as he break, I can throw that, and look, that's gonna happen pretty much every time. Now let's pick the same play corners, and then now let's go ahead and flip my play like I told y'all, and then let's go ahead and pinch our defense and do our same normal adjustments right here, just like that. See, we're set up now, and now I want to take McDougal right here. Let's drag him out and let's put him in a cloud flat. And I want to, now you can leave him right here if you want, but to me that's almost a dead giveaway what you're doing. So I would just take him and bring him right back over here. So maybe your opponent just thinking you were just messing with them or something. They won't really know what to think. So we're gonna just leave this right here, and I'm gonna take myself and I'm gonna man up the X because that's your responsibility. So now I want y'all to watch what happens with Tyreek here. I'm gonna try to throw it out the break again. Look, you see how technically that's open, but I'm gonna show y'all if they're really still throwing that. So last thing, just real quick, because I know this is kind of a long video, but I need y'all to understand this. So when y'all go in the game, y'all are fully prepared to be able to bag split close. So let's go ahead and set up our same adjustment, just like how we got it now. And now, watch what happens if I leave them out there. You see, at first it was bringing them inside. Now, like I said, you can leave them right here if you want. Only reason I said that to not do it is if you want to disguise it, but sometimes you have to just kind of show it. So, and then you have to, a lot of times they're not good. They're not really going to be paying attention to what you're doing out there anyways. So let me go and take myself and man myself up to that dig route. Now, I want y'all to watch what happens now. So you see how he gets a little animation, press animation. Now, look, you see how I can't even throw that. That's technically double cover. That's going to be a pick. So I just want to show y'all the replay, just so y'all can understand, because I didn't go over anything else. Now, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I have no idea. I think I might have manned that up by accident. That's something you can technically do, honestly, if you don't want to have to worry about this exact scenario. So, pretending like I was supposed to put him on the spot, which I normally do, he's not gonna be right there. So you're gonna have triangle that's gonna be wide open, and you're gonna have this dig route that you have to cover yourself. So you see what I'm saying? This is actually a great adjustment if they keep spamming this play and throwing it to this triangle check down. You can just take your D tackle right here, because he's gonna be a defensive end that's pretty much good speed and everything. So you could put a man on that running back if you know he's doing a little sit down route, and now you got X yourself, and this play is actually just bag. So that's another great adjustment that you can make right there if you want to take away this whole concept as a general, because this quarter flat right here, he's going to come back down and he's going to play that, which I think I messed up his zone, but the quarter flat responsibility is going to be this running back. So he's going to come back down and play this running back right here. So this whole play is going to be pretty much locked up. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. Let me know if y'all enjoy this defense as much as I'm enjoying it, because I have a whole lot of success out of this defense, and I know that you guys will too. So anyways, let me know if y'all like it. Talk to me in the comments. Drop a like, drop a sub if you're new. Join the Rage Squad. But I hope y'all have a blessed day. I'm Rage Rail, and I'm out.